Hi guys, welcome to the How to Crack the Java interview. Today we will discuss some of the core Java and Java 8 interview question asked by one of the interviewer in a Dell interview. Till last week I collected this interview question from one of the guy who attended Dell interview and he cleared the first round of interview. I collected some important question from him. Okay, we'll discuss one by one. Actually, what is the first question? First question is what is the difference between submit method and execute method in Java? And second question is what is the advantages using submit method? And then after that, the interviewer asks like what is the real world use case of submit method and execute method? Then then say one programming Java programming, just how find out the how many male and female employee are working in one of the department like sales and marketing department. Okay, we'll discuss one by one. First, we'll go to the first question. First question is the difference between the submit method and execute method in Java. In Java, submit method and execute method. First, we will discuss in functionality wise how it is working. In functionality, in submit method, it is used to submit the tasks to the executor that would be handle them for us. That would be handle them for us. And execute method is run the task with the main threads with the main thread. And second is the declaration where it is declared. Second step is declaration. Declaration is a submit method is declared in submit method. It is declared in 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 just the executor service interface executor service interface. And and execute method is declaring executor interface. It is declaring executor interface. Okay. Okay, then acceptance third criteria is acceptance. Actually, submit method can accept both runnable and callable as parameter. Submit method can accept it can accept both runnable and callable as parameter. Runnable and callable as parameter. But execute method it will accept as parameter only runnable. It accept the parameter as runnable only. It accept only runnable. Okay, and the return type. Next is return type. A return type. What is the return type of a submit method? Actually, submit method it returns future object which can be used to interrupt the thread in future. Submit method will return the future object. Submit method will return the future object. Submit method will return the future object which can be used to interrupt the thread in future. And execute method does not have any return type. Return as void. Okay, these are the difference between the submit method and execute method. One more difference is there in exception handling, submit method throw an exception, it will become an integral part of the return value of the task. It becomes an integral part of the return value of the task. But execute method throw an exception, it will go to the uncut exception handler. Okay, these are the difference between the submit method and execute method in Java. Then we'll go to the next question. What is the advantages of using submit method and execute method? Actually, advantage like submit method. What is the advantage of a submit method? Actually, submit method will return submit method will return an feature object. It will use to return use to return future object future object which can be used to interrupt the thread, which can be which can be which can be used to interrupt the thread, which can be used to interrupt the thread in future. Okay, okay, okay. Then next one is submit method. Submit method return future object used for two major things. It is that return object, the returned future object used for two major things. One is the first one is the first one is the cancelling the task with cancel method. Cancelling cancelling the task cancelling the task with cancel method with cancel method. Second one is wait for the task for completion using get. Wait for the task. Wait for the task for completion using get method. That is the two advantages of the submit method with respect to execute method. Then we'll go to the third question. What is the real world use case of the submit method and execute method? Actually, s- first first submit method accepts the both the parameter like runnable and callable as parameter, but execute method accepts only runnable as parameter. And submit method return future object, but execute method does not return any object, it is written as a void. The key difference is that execute method just start the task and return void, but submit method return the future object which can be further used for manipulation of a task in later stage of our business logic. Submit method return an future object which can be further used for manipulation of the task in later stage of a business logic. But execute method return as void. Execute method return as void What is the real world example? Real world example of a execute method. Execute method. Execute method does not return anything. Then real world use case, a real world use case, real world use case could be send send a don't reply mail. Don't reply mail. Don't reply mail where you cannot expect any response from the user. You cannot expect any response from the user. You cannot expect you cannot expect you you do not expect you do not expect any response from the user from the user. That is the real world use case of the execute method. We'll go to the real world execute of the submit method. Submit method. That is the real world use case of the submit method. Real world use case of the submit method is, first, it will submit method will return some future object that can be used for manipulation the task in later stage of our business logic. The real world use case is a real world use case is use case is real world use case is could be, you could be order, you could be order confirmation. Order, you are ordering something, you are getting the order confirmation is order confirmation AMATI. Order confirmation after validating after validating after validating order confirmation after validating the response after validating the response after validating the response received from after validating the response received from the payment gateway received after validating the response received from the payment gateway. Just example, you are ordering something. The real world use case of the submit method is order confirmation after validating the response. After validating the response received from the payment gateway. That is the real world. RES means response. Here RES means response. Okay. That is the real world use case of the order and submit method means you are ordering something, order confirmation after receiving the after validating the response after validating the response you received from the payment gateway. That is called the real world use case, one of the real world use case of the submit method. Then we'll go to the fourth question. Fourth question is how many male and female employee are there in one of the department like sales and marketing. Just in your company so many employee are working, you have the employee list and you need to find out how many male and female employees are working in one of the department like sales and marketing department. You need to find how many males and females are working. Just example, go to the Eclipse my tools. I have a employee class, like employee class, employee name, age, gender and department, and year of joining and salary. Okay, then these are my setter getter method and my constructor to help to initialize the instance variable at the time of object creation. That is my constructor. Okay, then we'll go to the test class main method. I have created so many employee, like employee, new employee of employee, that 101, that is triple one is the ID, then name, then 32 age, female, then department is HR, then date of joining, salary, like that. I have created so many employee and added to the one of the list. First I created one list employee list of a new employee. Then I added that employee in the list. Employee list dot add up for new employee, like this. There is so many employees there. I need to find out the how many male and female employee are working there in sales and department, sales and marketing team. Okay, first I need to count the, first I need to declare one map who can be get the result of our program. Will get that how many male and how many females are working in particular department. Just I declare on map string as key and long as value, means string key means that is male female, that these are string, value means count. Then count equal to count of employee emp, count of emp by gender. Okay, just I declare on a map. Then after that then I have that employee list. Then I will convert that employee to list to stream. Actually here you are using Java 8 employee list dot stream. Then stream, I got employee to list to stream. Then I'll filter out, I'll call one filter method. It is in stream interface, employee dot list dot stream. Then I'll pass the argument as a lambda expression e employee e lambda expression e dot get gender, e dot get gender, e dot get gender equal to sales and department name is what, sales and marketing, that is the department. For particular department, sales and marketing. Okay, my filter employee list dot stream dot filter of e lambda expression e dot get gender of that department. Then dot collect. Then I'll collect of collectors dot tool is collector dot city or collectors dot grouping by grouping by by grouping by employee grouping by employee gender, grouping by employee gender, PLY, employee gender, get employee data get gender, GENDER. Okay, employee dot get gender comma then collectors dot counting collectors dot counting. Okay, semicolon. Here okay, I got that employee list data stream data filter up e lambda expression e data get gender e data get not gender here e data get department e data get department d e data get department p a r t m e n t. Okay, what is the error here? Okay, valid. Okay, first employee list dot stream dot filter up e lambda expression e dot get department d p a r t m e n t department equal to sales and marketing dot collect of collectors dot grouping by employee dot get gender employee dot get gender. Okay, then collectors dot counting. That is my program. Then after that I will print that system dot out dot println number of male female in sales department. In sales and marketing, then plus my map, that map object will print the map object. Okay, right click run as Java application, proceed. What is the output? Yeah, in my sales and marketing department, there is only one female employee, two male employee. We'll see that is correct or not. See, that is the sales and marketing department. First one is female, another is that is male, second one is female, then another salesman male, means two males and one female is there in our sales and marketing department. What is the program? Just example I'll okay, that is the program. Employee list data stream data filter of e lambda expression e dot get department equal to sales and marketing dot collect of collectors dot grouping by employee dot get gender, then collectors dot counting. That is the piece of the code. Will get the number of male and female in particular department. Okay, we'll go to the slide. We'll go to the next question. Okay, that is completed. Fourth question is completed. Then we'll discuss some more question coding interview or like this in next interview.